My faceless YouTube channel grew from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in 6 months. I started building faceless YouTube channels a few years ago knowing almost nothing, and now have turned this into a profitable business that runs almost entirely on autopilot. If you follow the system that I share today, then there's no doubt in my mind that you'll be able to achieve similar results and profits. So without further ado, let's get into it. Step 1, choose a topic for your YouTube channel. This might sound simple, but before you decide to start a channel about rain sounds or background noise, you need to know what actually works. You should choose a topic that you're actually passionate about because you're going to be spending a lot of time making content about this topic. If not, you'll probably lose motivation and end up quitting early. You also need to choose a topic that you have some knowledge in. If I started trying to teach you guys about car engines, then I would probably sound like an idiot because I don't know anything about cars. And most importantly, the topic that you choose needs to have an audience. An easy way to validate that your topic has legs would be to come to Google Trends and just verify that people are still searching for this keyword. Step 2, we need to get the right tools in our toolkit. If you're faceless like me, then all you really need is a laptop and a microphone. But if you decide to put your face out there, then you're going to need a camera, lighting, and obviously a laptop or PC as well. The creators who do this best, in my opinion, are the ones who have a ton of contrast and really make themselves the focal point. Step 3, we need to start making content, but in order to do this effectively, we need to understand how the YouTube algorithm actually works. And if you want to go viral and grow quickly, then I'm going to let you in on a little secret that might blow your mind. Your subscriber count does not matter anymore, or at least it doesn't matter as much as it has in the past. Let me walk you through this. In the past, YouTube would push content based on your subscriber count, meaning if you had 1 million subscribers, then you would get significantly more views than a channel who only had 1,000 subscribers. But good news, today, they don't really care about how many subscribers you have. YouTube cares far more about showing the right video to the right viewers to help keep them on the YouTube platform. That's why you're seeing small channels like mine blow up and have crazy view counts despite having a small channel audience. The only thing that YouTube cares about is matching viewers with videos that they'll want to watch. And if you don't believe me, I'd like to introduce you to Todd Beaupre. He's the senior director of the YouTube algorithm.
For me, it's all centered around the viewer. So the algorithm starts when a viewer opens the app, and the job of the algorithm is to then deliver the best videos to that viewer.
Todd also gives us another secret that most creators are getting totally wrong.
The way we design the algorithm is actually such that we want to give audiences the videos and other content that they're going to be most satisfied by. And so what I encourage creators to do is when they have some of these questions, they immediately kind of think about algorithm, like replace the word algorithm in their question with the word audience. That's going to give you a better answer because we're aiming to serve the audience.
So in short, stop thinking of YouTube's algorithm like some mystery and start thinking of it like your audience. Meaning if your average view duration was low, it's not the algorithm's fault. Your audience just didn't really like the video. If your click-through rate was low, then you're not shadow banned and the algorithm isn't not showing your video to people. Your audience just decided not to watch that video. And remember, it's your job to market your video with a good thumbnail, and Todd even acknowledges this.
For creators to really understand that their views were determined by how well they packaged the video, that it wasn't just about making a great video. That part of the job of being a creator was to market that video such that people clicked on it, because that's what you need to get views.
If you guys want more insider information like this, I'm going to be going to an exclusive event where Todd will actually speak and drop more knowledge on the algorithm. I'm planning to either record it or find a way to share as much of the information as possible with you, so make sure you're subscribed to see that soon. But what does all this mean to you? The reason that I'm showing you all this is so that while you create your content, you can take advantage of this information and get as many views as possible. So with all that in mind, let's move on to step 4, which is creating our viral content. If we take a deep dive on my channel, you'll notice that I've uploaded 29 videos over 7 weeks, or about 1 video per week. To me, that just feels like a healthy amount of space for my videos to breathe and resonate with you guys. And if you dissect every video that I've made so far, you'll notice that most of the videos all share a similar structure. In fact, I follow the same simple framework to make every video that I put out. Maybe you've noticed it. It looks like this. We go from hook to a good storyline or information, a reminder to subscribe, and a payoff at the end of the video. The reason that I do this is so that you guys can come to my channel and binge as much of my content as possible in one sitting. I'm not making a 2-hour podcast one day and then a behind the scenes vlog the next day. The good news is that my simple framework can be applied to literally any niche. For example, look at this small channel that's going crazy viral. This channel has over 8 million views and 190,000 subscribers. But the crazy part is their channel was started less than a year ago and only has 14 total uploads. Let me show you how he applies that same framework within his videos. First, let's look at his hook.
I'm not gonna waste your time. Here's a no BS guide on how to smell good.
Did you catch how simple that was? The best hooks are usually clear and to the point. And sometimes I mess up on this too. A good rule of thumb is that if you find yourself yapping for more than 30 seconds, chances are you have a leaky hook and you're gonna end up losing people. Next is the storyline or the information that we're gonna deliver, and watch how he flows right into it from the hook.
I'm not gonna waste your time. Here's a no BS guide on how to smell good as a guy. The first step is I shower every morning.
See how he wastes no time getting into it? He gets right into telling you the best ways to smell clean as a dude, which, lucky for him, is something that applies to about 50% of the entire population. All of his points flow and they make sense. But what about the payoff? We need to find a way to tie all the points together to make sense for our viewer.
When I applied these 4 steps, people started treating me better, and I feel more refreshed and more confident.
And finally, don't forget to mention to subscribe somewhere in the video like this.
If you're interested, click subscribe right now and hit the like button. It's a win-win.
That simple subscribe reminder might feel cheesy to you, but trust me, it makes all the difference. So now that you've created your content, it's time to start uploading. But before you click share, here's a quick checklist to run through to understand how viral this content will be. Just ask yourself these questions. Is my thumbnail enticing to the viewers that I want to attract? Is my hook clear and easy to understand? Does the first few seconds of my video generate curiosity? Does my information or storyline flow smoothly? Will new viewers want to subscribe to see more like this in the future? Will my previous viewers enjoy this content? And most importantly, will people feel satisfied that they decided to watch this video? If you can answer yes to all these questions, then you have a viral YouTube video on your hands. I refer back to this checklist every time that I make a video because it actually works. Step 6. Learn from your analytics and keep evolving your content. Every time I post a video, I use my analytics to study what worked and what didn't. For example, this video didn't perform very well on my channel. I went into the analytics and I noticed that the CTR was way lower than usual, and that means that I missed the first box on my checklist. Additionally, I also learned that new viewers were not subscribing to my channel from this video as much as usual. I figured this out by seeing that around 50% of my viewers were not subscribed, yet I only got about 375 new subscribers. That's way lower than most of my other videos, and it means that I missed the 5th box on my viral checklist. Bottom line, make sure that you're learning from and improving every video with your analytics. Step 7, monetizing our channel. All the work we've put in means pretty much nothing if we can't find a way to make actual money. And this is where I see a lot of creators really struggling. I've found several creative ways that we can do this, and I'll talk more about those in every video, but for today, I'll be covering 2 that you guys are probably most interested in. The first being YouTube ad revenue. My channel's CPM is just under $10, which actually isn't very high. Other niches out there have way better CPMs, which is something that I wish I knew before getting into this topic. Unfortunately, most creators gatekeep or lie about this information, so I want to give you the unfiltered truth. As a channel with 100,000 subscribers that started over 6 months ago with a CPM of around $10, YouTube has paid me $13,000. Look, it's not bad and I definitely don't want to be complaining, but it's also not as much as you'd be making if you were talking about something like investing or real estate. The second monetization method that we're going to talk about are advertisements. Companies pay big bucks to target people online who might be interested in their products. So of course, companies would be happy to pay you thousands of dollars to be in front of your niche audience. I'm going to show you how to make this a reality. Let's say that your channel talks about self-improvement like the one that we watched earlier. That channel could be making a fortune by advertising for companies with that kind of clientele. Think Dollar Shave Club, Manscaped, hair products, cold plunges, the list is endless. In fact, on another account of mine, I actually got paid thousands of dollars to advertise a cold plunge, so yes, this actually works. But the problem is, when you're small, most of these companies have no idea that your channel exists. Sure, some might reach out to you via email, but if you want to land your dream partnership, then you need to be doing outreach to them. Here's how you can reach out to them directly and set up an advertising deal where you make thousands and it's win-win for them. Go to their company LinkedIn page and search for partnerships under people. Once you find the decision maker, then add them as a friend and send them a message like this. Hey Adam, I run the YouTube channel Men's Health 101, which is a very engaged audience about self-improvement for men. I'm currently filling up my ad slots for next month, and I thought that Cold Plunge would be a great fit for my audience. Any interest in working together? This message is friendly, it's to the point, and it shows that you're in business. You can also attach a media kit to show your audience demographics for them to check out, but once he responds, then you could begin negotiating. Many ad deals will require you to sign a quick contract with a non-disclosure agreement, so while I can't tell you specific numbers in companies, I can tell you that I've made more money from partnerships than that $13,000 that I've made from YouTube AdSense, to give you some sort of an idea here. I've seen ad deals as high as 6 figures for bigger channels, so there are some big bucks in this game when you find the right partnership. So look, the final step in this system comes down to you. YouTube is a long-term game, and it requires taking massive action. As much as people like to glorify it, I'd be lying if I said that this was easy. But when you do know what works, the game does become a lot easier. So that was the goal of this video. I wanted to help you avoid making the same mistakes that most new creators make so that you can find success as fast as possible. So if you found this helpful, please drop this video a like and subscribe to see more like this in the future.